Welcome to class at Henson Creek School of Country Living. So some neighbors gave me some stinging nettles, and back in 2000, I guess probably 16, I planted them over against the trailer there. And then this spring, I had a nice patch of stinging nettles there, and they spread along through there. Then this spring, we built this porch, and so they got shaded out, and so thankfully they kind of crept out this way a little bit. And so I am encouraging them to grow more prolifically along the edge here. So I am going to dig a trench along through here, and then I have this really amazing concoction of bacteria here. So like when I can tomatoes, you might want to come and look at the concoction.
I really don't want to.
So like when we're canning tomatoes, sometimes there's a rotten spot in the tomato, and I throw it in there. The horses eat the banana peels and the watermelon rinds, and so it takes a long time to fill this thing up. But as you can see, there's some worms in there, and this is it's like a biological soup that is very beneficial for plants. And so we're going to dig a trench here, and then the goal is after we bury this, we're not going to like step on it, because the more air that you have in the soil, the better your plants will thrive. So we're going to start digging here, and as you can see, like this growth is kind of bigger right here because I buried some compost or rotten stuff. I buried it right there. As you can see, it's not coming out here as much. So I'm going to start right in here. And for sod, if you'll score it first where you want to dig your trench, that will help you. So I have the outline of what I want to dig. I've got some rock. Now, the goal is that when I bury this, the sod will be upside down. That way the earthworms can eat the rotten grass as well as the rotten scraps. I'm going to put on my Crocs because jumping on the shovel barefooted is not the best. So if you're getting into gardening, you see these little wings on here. A lot of shovels is just folded over. It's just folded over. But this actually has a little stepping place. So when you're getting a shovel, this kind of shovel costs more, but it's going to work better for you. And then if you're scooping something, this keeps it from sliding off the back. So this is a better kind of shovel to buy. So I bought like a $18 shovel, used it for a little while, and it broke very quickly. You can buy a $40 or $50 shovel, and as long as you're not abusing it, it can last you for many years. And I hope that you're going to watch this video and you're going to be inspired to dig some ground up at your place and experience the health benefits of it. I've said this in other videos, but maybe some of you have not seen the previous ones, so I had cavities. They were becoming painful. It hurt to brush my teeth. It hurt to eat hard foods. And then I started eating stinging nettle, and now I have no pain and my cavities are starting to fill up naturally. So like I would much rather work hard to dig a hole and bury some rotten stuff in it and than I would to work at some job somewhere else and pay the dentist big bucks to drill a hole deeper and pour some poisonous metal into my mouth. So there's all these electromagnetic frequencies that are coming off of cell phone towers, and then if you have metal fillings, you're drawing harmful radiation to your body. So yes, eat stinging nettles instead of going to the dentist. This is not medical advice. This is just food for thought. Because of all the rock, I need to use this. I see some earthworms. Okay, I'm not going to dig this really deep, but digging deep is good, especially in dry climates. If you dig deep, the water can soak down deeply. Okay, now I'm going to feed my stinging nettles some biological soup. Now, I didn't add any water to this at all. It just became soupy over time. This is about maybe 2 months worth of scraps. Horses eat most everything. Thankfully that when you're watching YouTube, the smell doesn't transmit. Because you could probably smell this about 100 feet away if the wind was right. Oh yeah, Jonah's over there about 30 feet away, and he smells it. So I was canning tomatoes, and my mom always told me, oh, don't take the rings off, just leave the rings on. Well, I thought, it doesn't matter, I'll take the rings off. And I took all the rings off, and when I was taking the rings off, I thought, oh no. And I saw the lid twist a little bit, and I thought, oh, that's not good. I thought, is that seal going to hold? And so eventually it stayed sealed for a little while, and then it popped loose. So I'm going to add this tomatoes. So that's kind of, this is if you watch the canning videos, I'm telling you what not to do. So if you'll wait till like 24 hours till they cool off, if you can easily get the rings off, get the rings off after 24 hours. But if you can't get the ring off easily, it's probably better to just leave it alone. And then later you can soak it in water when you're ready to use it, and then you'll get the ring off then. So we have some beneficial mold, which is good for the soil. This one actually doesn't stink.
Don't smell mold, Titus. That's not good.
Well, as long as it doesn't go in your lungs. Yes, mold can be dangerous.
It smells horrible, Titus.
It actually still smells good.
Alright, that's enough. Titus!
So I put enough salt in here that it doesn't taste rotten. It's kind of like a banana, you know, you can just peel off, or you can like cut off the rotten spot, and then, you know, underneath it's still good. One of my volunteers here, Marty, he said that I had a cast iron stomach.
Why did he say that?
Just his observation. I was at a camp meeting and I met some people from Africa, and they said, yeah, our dad, he would eat, like if there was a little bit of mold on top of the beans, like leftover beans, he would eat those sometimes because he said it was good bacteria for his stomach. But I've not had like a stomach ache for, I don't know, years. And I think the last time I threw up was about 4 years ago, if I remember, if my memory serves me correctly. So the goal is that we make sure that all the grass is covered up. We don't want grass sticking up. I think I have, no, there's more grass here. So, this grass can keep this, the grass is good, but it can keep something better from growing. Grass is good, but stinging nettle is better. I can't really eat the grass and get a lot of nutrition out of it, but I can eat the stinging nettle and it's very nutritious. So in the same way, Jesus is the master gardener. And if you will allow him to work in your life, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, the Son of God, if you will allow him in your life, he will be a master gardener and he will dig out things in your life that may be good so that something better can grow. And if you have not experienced this work that Jesus Christ has done in your life, I encourage you to read your Bible. I encourage you to be open to Jesus Christ, Yeshua, changing your life, molding your life. He's a master gardener and he'll work in the soil of your heart, in the garden of your heart, in your mind. And what he does is perfect. He always does it right and he always does it on time. Okay, I think we have all the grass covered, or upside down. I'm just kind of breaking up the clods a little bit. So, if you've not experienced this Jesus Christ as the gardener in your life, and you have not experienced it but you would like to, my phone number will be in the description. Leave a message, and if this is something that you want to experience but you haven't, feel free to call me. I don't know if I'll have time to call you back or not, but if I can, I'll call you back. And I'd like to pray with you, if I can, that you'll experience Jesus Christ as the gardener in the garden of your heart. Okay. We've also created an all-you-can-eat buffet for the earthworms. And then the earthworms will go from here out, and then they will help fertilize, help enrich the soil as well. So we've done two things. We've eliminated the weeds that are competing for nutrients and sunlight. We've eliminated weeds here, and then we've also added fertility to the soil. And then now these roots from these stinging nettle can go out here, and then eventually it'll help them to spread out this way. All right. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time.